I couldn't help but resist that. Moving on, Miss Shay, Sheena Shay. Girl is trying hard this week to sell some books. Hey, in her words, why should Stassi be the only one with a bestseller? Let's see how the book does. Honestly, let's see how the book does. She's doing a lot of promotion. You can't falter for that. Such a double standard in the world. I mean, it's the same thing I said about like if Denise makes the money and I were Aaron, I'd go after every fucking penny she had. Um, if this were a man, could you imagine if a man, if a straight man sat there and said, "Here are all the women I fucked," I'm like a reality star, but I fucked Pam Anderson and I fucked Sydney Sweeney and I got this one in bed. And can you imagine if a man went down the list and listed all the girls that he fucked over the past year or two or 10, whatever the fuck it was? Well, it's a little bit of a double standard, right? Because we're applauding Sheena Shay, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm right there applauding her. Jesse Metcalf, Eddie Cibrian, John Mayer, Shamar Moore, Josh Hopkins. You know Josh Hopkins from Cougar Town? He was also on Swingtown. He's really cute, actually. Shane West, Jesse McCarthy, JC Chavez, Adrian Grenier, and Ricardo Chavera, and William Tell. Ricardo Chavera is Mr. Solis on Desperate Housewives. So she fucked the gardener and Mr. Solis, girl. But she says, at the end of the day, she just wanted someone who was like out of the limelight and, just someone understated. She didn't really want to end up with a celebrity. Girl, none of them wanted you long term, or you would be with them. And wanting someone under the radar, you got what you wanted. You should be really happy. Good, impressive roster, Sheena, though. I'm seeing Jesse Metcalf next month or something. Actually, Josh Hopkins is probably the one I would take out of all of those people. Jesse maybe back in the day, but now she said he was great. He took her to Nordstrom and said, buy whatever you want. Well, now that's my idea of a first date. You know what I'm saying, people? So she said that. She said, I can never get these guys now, like I did back in my 20s. No shit, girl. That's what happens. The older we get, the harder it is to get a guy. I mean, there ain't no line out my door, babe. It's probably because of my wonderful, stellar, winning personality. And I'm so easy to get along with. But she wasn't really saying because she's older. She was saying that social media has ruined things for the dating scene. And like back in the day, she would be sitting at a club, and there would be Justin Timberlake at her table. Leo DiCaprio would be at her table, and she would just be that girl sitting at the table. Well, honey, if you are putting out for all these guys, yeah, you are invited to the table. I mean, I see, but Sheena's really pretty. Let's just be honest. So, I mean, why wouldn't she be a girl that's 22 doing well in Hollywood? Um, what else did we learn from the book? Oh, I thought this was interesting. She has been punished by Lisa Vanderpump. Why? All because of Kyle. Well, she told a story at the Emmy Awards. She wanted to take a selfie with Lisa Vanderpump, which I love that Sheena is at the Emmys fangirling over her former boss. Lisa refers to Sheena now as she's just one of the 600 people that work for me, darling. If she wants to talk about me in her book to sell books, of course she can. Well, Sheena was starstruck at the Emmys and saw Lisa Vanderpump. And she went up to her and said, "May I have a selfie?" And this is like after being on Vanderpump Rules. This isn't like Sheena at 23. So she asked Lisa for a selfie, and Lisa punished her and said, no. Why don't you go and take another photo with Kyle Richards? So she was on the carpet, and Sheena took a selfie with Kyle. I love that Sheena's fangirling out. And then after she took a selfie with Kyle, she went up to Lisa and said, "May I have a selfie, former boss Vanderpump, who made a gazillion dollars and has a TV empire off my back because you launched it based on my hurt and what I was going through with Brandy Glanville and Eddie Cibrian pre-Leanne Rhymes?" And Lisa said, "No, no selfie for you. Why don't you go take another photo with Kyle Richards?" And Sheena said, "Are you serious right now?" And Lisa walked away. Well, don't cross Vanderpump, girl. Um, So she was punished by LVP, all because of Miss Richards, her enemy. She also details that she took a pay cut in seasons 8 and 10. It's really funny. You know who told me this? I mean, I never really, when someone tells me something in confidence off the air, I mean, it's not really shocking, but Patrick and Pohl told me this way back. And I was like, well, can I repeat that on air? And they're like, please don't. I mean, this goes back to season 8 and 10 because they're friends with Sheena. Sheena took a pay cut. Producer said to her, "What's the big deal? You're still in the opening credits. You're still in every scene. Your job hasn't changed at all. It's the same job. We just need you to take a pay cut." And I mean, you're not going to be anyone's friend. You're going to be a cast member, but you got to take a pay cut. So she stupidly did. See, that's when I would be like, go fuck yourself. I would have left the show then. I would never leave a hit show like Paige DeSorbo did. Mind you, props to people that do, but I would never do what Paige did and leave a hit show where I can make more money the next season. But if you want me to take a pay cut to do the same job, yeah, I would tell you to go fucking scratch. So, and that's when they know they have you. Once you do that, that's it. You are like yesterday's news. Jill Zarin said no to the Roni legacy, which turned into Girls Trip because they wanted to pay her less than Kelly Ben-Simone. I don't blame her. So they had Sheena take a pay cut in season 8 and 10, and no one knew. And then for the final season, 11, she said, "Excuse me, I am Sheena Shay. I demand I get paid the same amount." And they said, "Oh, sure." And the one person who went to her defense is Mr. Sandoval. Oh, I thought he was supposed to be a scumbag. Mr. Sandoval, I liked him. He went to producers and said, "This is absolutely ridiculous. Sheena should not be taking a pay cut, blah, 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 blah." Said everyone else just said, "It's not my job. It's not my job." They all kept passing her around. And Tom went and spoke out about her. And there you go. But I thought this story was really funny. Punished by Lisa Vanderpump on the carpet. The rat that scurries. How many pieces of Gouda should we give the rat this season? Do we give her just one piece of Gouda, or is the rat moving things along, and does the rat deserve a few pieces of Gouda? Well, the rat has discussed the real reason why why she quit. I have fired on the brain. One of them's getting demoted with a pay cut. Well, we all know Miss Judge quit RHOC this season. She walked out. Girl, get back behind the camera and shut the fuck up. Well, God, I'm really in a mood today, huh? She says, "Let me explain the real reason I quit RHOC. Everybody thinks it's because of what I was going through with Teodoro, my friend Teddy. She has stage 4. All right, I'm like, please, 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 let's all pray good things for ourselves, our family members. We're all